Okay, this video is on how to make drawings from a part. So you have to have your part created. And I shouldn't say it has to be fully created because you can update the changes in your drawing after you have started the drawing. Maybe I'll demonstrate that. It does have to be saved, so I just saved. And now File, Make Drawing from Part. And of course I have a drawing open already of the same name, but I said no. So here we can choose a template. These are all default templates, or you can make your own template. That would be a different video. Do that. For this part, I will just choose an A landscape, or I can cancel, and that's a blank page. Now here's the default A landscape template, and I have these options. I need to choose which is my lower left, which is the front view. Even though it says front here, I wouldn't have to choose that if I thought that the right or the left may make a better front view. But the first one that I drag in here becomes the lower left, and then it will project around that. Some high-tech art, very complicated drawings, so you might have that in the middle and project the bottom, and then the right and the left and the top sides. But standard, we just, I think I'll use the left as the front view for this one. And I can bring it in and just drag and let go. Now, it wants to keep projecting. So there, I clicked, and I can come over here and click. You see there's an isometric view. There would be the bottom, there's the left side, and I want the right side. And I can place the isometric. This will keep going until you hit escape or the check mark. And now once I have them, the isometric is the only one that you can move freely like this. The other are tied to the front view. So when I move the front view, you can see the top and the right side move also. I can only move the right side, left and right. I can't move up and down, and likewise with the top view. Now that that's in here, a couple things I could choose. This is, for lack of a better term, our main view. And we can, if I add hidden lines, notice it adds hidden lines to all the other views. See that? I'm going to uncheck that. If I choose the top view and I add hidden lines, it only adds them to the top view. So that's true with a few other commands in here. For instance, I may want the isometric to be a render looking view, and I could change the scale on that also, and maybe make it a little smaller, just for space on that. So I do like having hidden lines on all my views, so I will go back and add hidden lines. And now I can add dimensions. This model item command will add a bunch of dimensions, but it usually does take a bit of effort to position them so they're easy to read. I tend to teach just using the Smart Dimension tool, and very similar to the way you would dimension a sketch. And the idea, you want to get these You can position these however, but you want it to be neat and clearly legible. I will not dimension this whole drawing because there's something like 20 dimensions I'd need to fully define it. I'll do some of them. Okay. Other things I can do are different types of views, like auxiliary view or section view. Your section view, change which section I want that view for. I won't show you all the examples, but you're welcome to play with it. And maybe add it to section view here, check mark, and that will. And of course, I have to move some things around to fit on my page. That's really not an essential view for this part, but some parts certainly have section views. Detail views, again, not much fancy detail on this one, but I could draw a circle, and then it makes that view. And see, that's called out detail view B. And we could change the scale of that one also if I wanted to choose this view. I could come down and make it bigger or smaller, or kind of a pointless view also, but you get the idea. And that one is, it floats. You can position it wherever you need to give you the best space and communicate your ideas as clearly as possible. It's a little awkward. You kind of have to find where to move, looking for that little cross. We could add another auxiliary view or another projected view. I recommend playing with those. And then to add text to this, I use Note. So the title of this, I'll just call this one Part 2. Click. It has a weird little glitch. When I hit enter, it wants me to position this again, so I just hit escape on the keyboard. You can see it wants to. Don't really understand why. And then I could add Note again and put my name. And then name block in here somewhere, drawn the scale, material, date, and whatnot. Don't know if these are editable. No, that would have to be edited in the template. So that is the bare bones. Let me show you one more thing. I sometimes like to go up here to settings or options. Not sure if this is showing up on the video, but under options and document properties and line font, I can make the visible edges a little darker, and that tends to pop off the page a little better. And you can change a lot of things under those options. So that's the bare bones of creating a drawing from part in SOLIDWORKS.